All right. Hey, everyone. I believe I am live. I would need confirmation in the live chat that I am live. I'm not running the camera right now because I'm at the airport and I only have about 15 minutes at best. And Zoom is not cooperating, so I have to wait for confirmation that the audio is good and the video is good. And then we just going to do a quick overview. So, yeah, I'll wait on that. In the meantime, yep, working, everything's live. Excellent. Okay, we are on the verge of a new all-time high. And it's very possible that the all-time high is going to happen while I am on my flight going back to Panama. So my flight is going to be the next 4 hours or so, and we will see how that works out. As of right now, there are very few metrics that would give us an indication of where to take profit from the long exposure into Bitcoin. The short-term metric is, of course, the MRI top that will come on tomorrow's candle. Now, tomorrow's candle is only 6.5 hours away. So I will potentially be looking to take profit depending on where the price is when my flight lands, because my flight should land. It might land after market close, so I may not even get a chance to take profit in the market. It's very, very possible, but if I do get a chance to take profit in the market, I might. Otherwise, I will take my profit tomorrow. So I am anticipating a 1 to 4 daily correction, probably back to the moving average, probably back to the $62,000, $63,000 area, because I do think that in the next 48 hours, we can spike to as high as 71,000. So I am looking for a box. I need to have a box down there. Where's a box? Trends. Nope, no box there. No box there. Where are the boxes? Nope. Here it is, box. The tone Vays new box. So this box, I can see a high as 71, and over the next few days, so something like this. And I am expecting a new all-time high. So let's say 68. So from 68 to that, like that. So I think it is very likely we could end up inside this box. We get a little pullback, and then we go higher. On the higher side, we have a Fibonacci extension at $102,000. But let's hold our horses for a minute, because there is going to be an MRI top before we get to the halving. Now, obviously, we have gone far and beyond this box, so I might as well delete this box or slide it over. I now believe that the high pre-halving is going to be somewhere between 84,000, between 84, like in 1984. So we're going to put the low end at 84 and the upper end at 92. That is perfect. This is the new box, and I'm going to shorten it because this is my pre-halving box to 1 week after the halving, okay? This should be in line with the MRI top. I'm going to just take this arrow, I'm going to slide it over, and I'm going to shorten it. I really shouldn't be doing this at the airport, but it is what it is, okay? And we're going to count the number of weeks. So this is our week number 5, and then we have next week is week number 6, and then week number 7, and then week number 8, and then we get our MRI top on the first week of April, okay? So I'm actually going to shorten this like that, okay? So this is the tone Vays new box of where I am expecting the price to pull back from. I'm going to leave these arrows for now, but I'll probably be deleting them over the next few weeks. But this is my new projection and how I am allocating funds in my personal account, which is very, very heavy into Bitcoin. It is mostly Fidelity ETF with some exposure to Bitfarms, which I'm very disappointed in, with some exposure to Tesla, which I'm curious how that's doing. It's not doing great. Let me, yeah, and I actually put a trade on this thing. Oh man, it was up so good today. I found this randomly on the MRI alert service. I wonder if it exited my options trade. I will have to log into my account. Whoa, it spiked quite heavily. It might have actually exited me on the trade. I'll need to take a look. So this was a stock that we randomly found. It was so bullish daily, weekly, and monthly, and I couldn't pass up the opportunity. I bought a bunch of calls, and I've benefited the last couple of days, and I might have already exited partially. I'm not sure. But so this is my current exposure. Holy shit, Tesla really fell. I will, yeah, I may need to adjust some trades. Wow, Tesla really fell today. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'll be logging into my account before I board the flight. There could be something I can do there to make my position more advantageous. I am bullish on Tesla, by the way, but it's a spread structured trade, so this is actually not a problem for me. It's not ideal, but it's not a problem. Okay. Financial Summit. You guys should follow the YouTube channel and all our social media, and most of you can now afford this. So consider getting your ticket. I will next week. I'm going to post. I'll post the dates soon as well. But on the room upgrade side, these are already sold out. The water villas are sold out. I need to put a sold out sticker on these water villas. So don't register for that one. Okay, really important is the Bitcoin ETF stuff. Now, this number here is not accurate. We're still missing one more day of data. So I'm going to mark this red. So this number is going to show up at about 5 p.m. today. So this is the statistics for last week. And last week, all the new ETFs purchased 53,000 Bitcoin. Let's call it 54,000 Bitcoin. This was, technically, it was the third biggest purchase, but it's pretty damn close. And GBTC probably sold over 20,000 Bitcoin. But either way, you can see how BlackRock is absolutely dominating. Oh, Motorist is sending me a bunch of stuff. Hey, Tone, will you be buying the all-time high breakout? No, I will not be buying the all-time high breakout. When pullback, I think I just explained that. Can you look at Bitfarms? Sure. Tone, can you look and see if CleanSpark or Bitfarms? Yep, I'll take a look at those. Are the miners a good buy right now? No, clearly not. Tone, when do you think the ETFs stop buying Bitcoin? When the bull market ends. Good thing I sold my kidneys. Yeah, exactly. So as you can see, the other ETFs are in serious trouble. You can see that this week, none of them bought anything of substantial. You have the Franklin ETF bought 600 Bitcoin. Valkyrie and Leah Wall did not buy any Bitcoin. Van Eck bought 500 Bitcoin. If this keeps up, the Valkyrie ETF is in bad shape. These two were always going to be basket cases, Wisdom Tree and Hashtags. I'm probably going to stop updating their data because they're completely irrelevant. And also Invesco. Invesco was on pace. Now, there was a time right here where Invesco was on pace with ARK and with Bitwise. This is no longer the case. As you can see, Invesco had 6,000 Bitcoin a month and a half ago when the other ETFs were also under 10,000 or at 10,000. And now the other ETFs are 35,000 and 25,000 Bitcoin respectively. And Galaxy is still holding 6,000 Bitcoin. So these ETFs are in serious, serious trouble. And I may actually stop updating their data because it's not relevant and it becomes a bit of a waste of time. So I'm just going to mark them orange, unfortunately, because I want to make my life easy. So I may stop updating their data. Okay. Now we're still gonna need. So I'll have a full update for you guys after I land in Panama. Yeah, my flight's gonna be boarding soon, so I gotta make this quick. These are very interesting numbers. We're gonna talk about them on my next stream. Let me close some of this stuff. This was me getting the data for these things. Okay, what else we're gonna talk about? Natural gas, not interesting. Oil. Oh man, I haven't gotten the oil. I need to take a look at the oil stuff. I'll do the oil later as well. Oil is going to a new high. That's interesting to me. Gold is going to a new high. You can see how gold is absolutely crushing it. Now, I'm expecting gold to go to 3,000, but it will not matter much to Bitcoin. S&P, let's see how S&P is doing. S&P is on the verge of a new high. I think S&P is like, I wouldn't invest in S&P today or this week, but maybe next week if it keeps rising. Bitcoin is absolutely crushing it. Let's go to the short-term chart on Bitcoin. Wow, absolute wow. So this was my target. Oh crap, that's my flight. Shit. My flight. Panama, they're talking Spanish, but that's my flight. Okay, so this was my anticipated breakout. We're on a 10-minute chart. So if I go to a 4-hour chart, this was my target that I drew on my last stream from this triangle, and we're there. The 4-hour is almost at an MRI top. The daily is almost at an MRI top. I may just put in a stop loss on my account. I may want to exit 20 to 25%. This thing is just crushing it. I do think we're going to break the all-time high today. If not today, then tomorrow. To me, it's imminent, and then I think we're going to pull back. I think the pullback can happen any moment. I would like to see the top happen on a daily MRI top, but it doesn't really matter. I would like us to get into this box. I guess I can put it like that. Well, I'll leave it like this for now. It doesn't really matter. But I am expecting a top in this box, a small pullback, and then higher into the weekly box. The weekly box is here. That is basically my projection. Real quick, we're going to go take a look at stocks. Let's go to my stock list. We have here. The Bitfarms. Bitfarms, I don't know. I can't explain it. It's very strange. They do hold Bitcoin on their balance sheet and the stock's dropping. I don't have a good explanation. This is why I thank God I have a very small exposure to Bitfarms, and the majority of my money is in the ETF. And CleanSpark is also not doing great. I don't have a good explanation why the Bitcoin miners are such laggers. Bitfarms is going to have their earnings coming up. I may actually hold it to earnings. I normally don't do that, but because these are hedged options with an upwards bias, there's very little for me to lose with Bitfarms going into earnings. But in general, the majority of my funds are in the ETF, so I'm not all that concerned. Okay, guys. Thank you all for watching. I got to run and go board. See you all on the next one. Bye, guys.